Shalom, shalom, Israel. First and foremost, I'd like to give our praises and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Bashem Kodash. The honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, brothers in the highways and the byways, preaching and teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. This is your brother Shapal from the James Jamaica camp with a quick one. This is from the Jamaica Observer, and it entitles Caribbean Nationals Need ETA to now visit the United Kingdom. Right? It says, Bridgetown, Barbados, CMC, Caribbean nationals wishing to visit the United Kingdom, UK, will from Wednesday need to be in possession of that country's electronic travel authorization, so that is the ETA. Right? It says that has now gone into global effect. So as a result, Caribbean nationals will therefore require to apply for ETA online or via UK ETA app. We said the electronic travel authorization linked to the passport used in application and is valid for multiple trips, right, to the UK over a 2-year period. If persons require a new passport, they will need to get a new ETA application fee. It is £10, £1 US $1.23. Sorry. So an applicant will receive an email confirming within 3 working days or sooner. London said while the ETA grants individual permission to travel to the UK, it does not grant them entry. As a result, they will still need to go through passport control at borders to enter the UK. Everyone traveling or transiting the UK to the United Kingdom needs to get an ETA, including babies and children. Application can be made for other people. However, refund will not be granted after application have been submitted. I said the UK ETA does not apply to countries whose nationals require a visa to enter the UK. In addition, it cannot be used to travel to the UK, right, for the purpose of work or study residence. Now, it goes down to say the UK authorities have indicated that the ETA scheme will strengthen the UK's border security and expedite safe travel for nationals from Barbados, right, as they pass through the UK borders. In addition, the ETA scheme will be used to facilitate, right, increase automation as the UK work towards a countryless border. That's the end of the article, right? So, I read all of this article to basically show where Jamaica is going, right, or where the world is going. Right? So the ETA is an electronic. Let me just get the meaning at the top, right? So the ETA is an electronic travel authorization, right? Now, this is going to work simultaneously with your passport, right? So what they're really trying to do is get rid of the visa, right? Ultimately, once passport become e-passport, right, you no longer going to need a physical passport, right? Now, in Jamaica, we have the NIDS, the National Identification System, and that's why Jamaica is currently pushing, to go digital or to get the NIDS distributed, right, throughout the 4 corners of Jamaica. Because guess what? As Britain putting in this electronic travel authorization in place, Jamaica will need to do the same, and so the rest of the world, because currently the system is moving towards a digital society, man. Right? Ultimately, that's where it's gonna go, right? Wherein you're gonna have this device implanted in your hand, right? You can no longer travel because there's gonna be a restriction on traveling. Now, the article states that Caribbean nations will be required to apply for ETA online, right? But this is the thing. They're using Barbados. And I believe there's only 4 or 5 Caribbean countries that can go to the United Kingdom without a visa. Let me check. All right. So that's why I type Caribbean countries that can enter the UK without visa. It says Caribbean passport holders, especially those from the countries like Antigua and Barbuda, St. Lucia, Grenada, St. Kitts and Nevis. As they can enjoy traveling to the UK, right, visa free for only 180 days. Caribbean nationals that offer citizenship by investment programs such and such, whatever, right? Now, I guess Barbados is now added to this list because obviously these countries can actually go to the UK now, right? Once them have the authorized travel keep on forgetting this name. Right, the electronic travel authorization. All right, cool. So Jamaica is excluded. Just and you even have an article on that also. Jamaica is not included in this. Those are the Caribbean countries, but those who hold a passport in other countries that didn't require a visa, this is a new thing, right? Ultimately, it's gonna reach to a point where you don't really have to have a visa to enter the UK. All you need is your e-passport, right? And then once the e-passport is done away with, ultimately you're gonna need that device in your hand to even travel, go anywhere at all. So let me just get the scripture quick because I'm speaking too long. This is 2 Corinthians 2, verse 11 says, "Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Right? Now, Satan referring to the so-called white man, which is Esau, Edom, right? And Satan just means deceiver, right? Now, ultimately, this is of the elite of the society, right? And these things, they are not coming in as if they were trapped. It doesn't come like them deceiving you. It's one of the guys are making it easy and more convenient for you to travel. And a lot of people will see it as, because to get a visa, I mean, you have to go through hell and high water if you actually get approved. Now, this is pretty much easier. You have to go through all of the hustle and bustle, and it's more affordable. And this is the way they're going to bring in all of these technology on the people, because they want to change over. And guess what? They're behind time. All of these things have to be done by the year 2030. So we're going to see, the short years to come, we're going to see basically a lot of things happening quickly. And one of the way how them are going to get these things to happen very quickly for people to really gravitate to it is to have a lot of crises happening, right? And we know them have, one of the things with them have is natural disaster, right? A lot of things are going to happen, man, to speed up these main things. All right. Let's get another scripture here. This is Revelation 12 and verse 12. It says, "Rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, right? Having great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. Saying so, right now, these men stop wasting time with people, man. Right? Them man just stop wasting time. These men will come down on our people with great wrath. Because guess what? They know that the time what them have is about what, 5 years to accomplish all of these things, and people is still stuck in the whole way doing the whole way of doing things. So rapidly, these men have to go just look say, okay, look, this is where I have to go, don't forget the people them. You know? It call what problem reaction solution. So they're gonna create a problem, watch the people in reaction, and then give them a solution. It's like give them a solution, right? Coming in with a solution, say, okay, then cool. You know, here's the solution, and you know, just to get you people. And when in a crisis, when people feel uncomfortable, they're gonna go willingly give over them rights. You know, right? This is Ecclesiasticus 9 and verse 12. It says, for a man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in a snare. So are the sons of man snared in an evil time, when it falleth suddenly upon them. Because once, and you know the funny thing about it, once this thing reaches Jamaica, you know, when it does, right, then you're going to find out, say, a lot of people, because of, you know, low opportunities in Jamaica, you know, them not going to really question these things. Comfortably, hastily, these men are going to just give over them rights, you know, run towards this quickly. You understand? So, a lot of people now would think, we say, okay, yo, you know, so this is a trap, or you know, so this is not safe for we. Them are going to gradually, them are going to take it quickly, man, you know. So, it's a trap, you know, see, as the birds that are caught in a snare, it is a snare, man, it's a trap set. I'd forget our people in a particular, and your governments know that also, you know. That's why you see the ES now in Jamaica for make this thing become, the NIDS become mandatory, right? Jamaica is first to make what? The CBDC legal tender. You know what I mean? So you can see where the now government, and guess what, even if this government come out of power, and this government, because it's not of Jamaica, you know, you can see all around the world, this is what's going, the elites, the banking elites of the society, this is where they might try to get the people. And ultimately, once you get that device in your hand, you know, their aim is to control, quantify, right? Total, ultimately control, man. Right? Through a digital society driven by data. You know, so these men are trying to live like the Most High, right? Where they know all. Okay? Control all. You know, so this way of us, you know, doing business and going about is going to change, man, drastically and rapidly, right in front of our eyes. All right. Let me get there's an article also. It came out this morning. Well, let me see if it was. Okay, yeah. It says Jamaica exempt from the UK's new electronic travel authorization requirement. It's a Kingston, Jamaica. The British High Commissioner of Jamaica has moved to clarify recent media reports and public discourse regarding the United Kingdom's UK introduction of the electronic travel authorization (ETA) requirements for these. For those visiting from several countries, including some Caribbean nations. UK government can confirm that Jamaican nationals are not affected by this new requirement, and will continue to require a visa for entry in High Commission. The High Commission said in Friday's statement. So those who are getting excited over this man saying that yes, yeah, we still colonized, man, and Jamaica and a whole, once them get hold of a system that is, can give them opportunity, them abuse it. You know what I mean? The world really look on Jamaica and a whole as people desirable. They want Jamaica and a whole, Jamaica and a whole. But over the years, man, Jamaicans, are kept back from certain opportunities, because a lot of things, they're too influential, right? And just chaotic, and hard to handle. You know what I mean? Rebellious and hard to handle, man, on a whole. So, once these things, keep moving forward, man, if the government don't keep Jamaica in line or try for, then a lot of these things will pass Jake by. Well, which, is a trap still, but, just to put that example out there. Yeah, so, there you go, man. It's not for Jamaicans, man. So, everybody will get in their hopes up for a better life. Easy access and all of those things. Even though it doesn't guarantee you access, it still works as a visa. It's just a more efficient way. It says, this is Psalm 64. It's like kind of under the weather, Psalm 64 verse 5. Okay, can I start at verse 5? Let's just start at verse 1. So the chief musician of Psalms, let's start verse 2. So hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Alright? The secret counsel of the wicked, because when these men go into them Bohemian Grove and you have your Klaus Schwab, and the Bill Gates, which basically is a lower luminary. But these men are the wicked, the so-called Edom, and when them going according to Malachi, 1 and verse 4, it shows you that, Esau is the border of wickedness. But when these men go into these meetings, them secret council, them basically come up with these things, the way, because they're not pretty like normal men, He said, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the workers of the insurrection of iniquity. Right? Who wet their tongue like a sword, and bend their bow and shoot their arrow, even bitter words. That they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly do they shoot at him, and fear not. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privily. They say, who shall see them? Right? So these, as I said before, these are snares, it's a trap. They set it privately. Right? But the Lord see them, because ultimately that's the Lord doing it on the left-hand side, man. Right? So that the outcome, you can get the outcome that he desires, as scripture prophesy, all of these things, that will happen when all of these, using these men, putting these things in place. So they search out iniquity. They accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep. So these men are deep thinkers, man. Right? So they them search out iniquity. Right? The inward thoughts of every one of them, and the heart is deep, depth. These men are working, as I said before, on the left-hand side with left-hand energy. Right? And the left hand on the most side with left hand energy, man. Right? And best believe, just like what the Lord is dealing with the elect, and it is giving them the wisdom and knowledge and how to escape these things. The Lord is working with these men, giving them the wisdom and knowledge, right, for the destruction of the society, right, so that the elect can be saved and His power can be known throughout the whole earth. Right? So all of these things where you say Esau, Edom, I do. It's basically the Lord Yahweh Shemir Shai judging the hurt as well as Him. He's going to get His judgment. right? So, but Yahweh Hashem Yahushua shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they be wounded, right? And he said, they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All they that see them shall flee away, right? So now these men, you have people, even of Esau, Edom nation coming out, you know what I mean, unfolding a lot of things that they've been doing, you know. See, so a lot of things that these men say is coming back to haunt them, and a lot of their own people bringing out things against them, you know. Right, so this new electronic travel authorization, is just I call it a precursor, for what is to come, man. Right? But I'm gonna have the system under total and ultimate control. Right? So with that, I want to give our praise and our glory to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, Bashim Bakakodash. The honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Stone. Shalom to you, brothers and highways and the byways, preaching, teaching this word in sincerity and in truth. Shalom.